Hello and hi. How are we doing today? So, this is actually the second video I'm recording. Yeah. I don't think I've done a back-to-back recording like this in a minute. Yeah. So, today we are talking about Volendam because as some may know and some may not know, Volendam have been promoted. They are heading, they got relegated down last year to the second division in the Dutch pyramid, and now they are being promoted back up going into the next season with their promotion. They're in first place. They're pretty much primed to stay in first place. I don't really see them being passed at this point. If you've been paying attention and following me, in my Volendam shirt video with the eel shirt, I mentioned that I had been following the standings, and I still was. I was still following the standings. I was actually watching like the match highlights each game every time they played, and I liked what I saw. I did. It looked good. I don't speak Dutch, so I have no idea what the commentators were saying, but I am assuming they were like, "Hey, Volendam's doing pretty good." That's what I would assume when you're in first place in your division and you're winning. You know, I would assume that's people would be like, "Oh wow, these guys are great. They're probably gonna go up." And so yeah, it was kind of a it was a ride to watch them fall and then slowly work themselves back up again. And I think that's kind of like the fun of football is watching, you know, you can't have fun winning if there isn't like a low, right? Like it you have to like teams have to lose. Somebody has to lose. And in Volendam's case, they were the ones that got demoted and cuz they lost. They lost to the bigger, Dutch clubs. They lost to, you know, Ajax and PSV and Utrecht and all of the others that are up there. They weren't able to, stay in the division. They didn't play good enough. So there was a consequence to that. They got demoted. Now that they're in first place in the second division, now they're getting promoted back up. It's a guarantee. They've qualified already. They've clinched it, and there isn't very many matches left in the second division of the Dutch league. So we're getting back in. We're going back up, and it's been really fun to watch, to enjoy. Um, so yeah, let's just kind of go through it a little bit. So we have the table up, obviously, and Volendam is in first place. They have confirmed they've qualified for promotion. They're going back to the Eredivisie as we go, and they are 8 points ahead of Excelsior. Excelsior have done pretty well for themselves. They got 71 points. They're probably safe. I imagine they're probably going up as well. And then we have, of course, the 6 other teams that are going to be fighting for promotion. They will work their way through, and whoever is the best, I would assume, will also go up into the Eredivisie. So it's going to be fun to see that. Now, if we go into the Eredivisie here and under their standings, Ajax is in first place, of course, and then PSV is in second. Ajax pretty much has been dominating the later half of the season. I know PSV and Ajax were kind of going back and forth for a bit, but I think Ajax has come out as the better team. I've been watching Ajax matches when I can, and I bought an Ajax kit, so I felt like it was pretty fair to start paying attention, especially since they televise their matches here. Weirdly enough, and so Ajax going up made sense to me. They're also going to get a European spot, I would assume. So in the next Champions League. So yeah, that's pretty good. Although they lost and drew their last two matches. So whoops. Oh well. But let's see who's getting relegated. Yeah. So Willem the second here is in the relegation zone. They're not quite there yet. I believe they could still potentially save themselves. Oh no, they can't. Never mind. So has 31 points and they only have 24. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I am wrong. But Almere City and Welwick are not are doomed. They're going down to the second division, and it's going to be interesting to see how Volendam does coming back in. Obviously, they'll have more money, more opportunities, so it'll be really fun here. But like, let's not you know throw in the whole it's easy to get here because it isn't. They lost their last season and they had to work their way back up again. And yeah, they might have been like really good in the second division. They're gonna have to like work for it. They're gonna have to work to stay in the Eredivisie, and I think it'll be fun to watch. Yeah. So, of course, they'll be playing against Ajax and PSV. So I think they will. I don't think they're on the same level as Ajax or PSV or Utrecht or Feyenoord. I think, but I think they could be like a good like middle of the table team at least for now. And hopefully, when more money comes in, they can work themselves up and become as good as Ajax and Feyenoord and Utrecht and PSV and those top Dutch teams. I think they could do it. I think the passion is there. So, I'm not going to be like, oh, here we go. They're in and they're immediately going to do well. They might struggle a bit. But the point is that they're back. They're here. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be, it's going to be a great time seeing how they fight to stay in the Eredivisie here. So, yeah, congratulations to Volendam. I'm proud. I'm happy. It's been fun to watch, and hopefully there's more success in the future. Because I would like to see more, and become just keep doing what you're doing. Don't take any advice from me though. I am just a random dude on the internet watching who watches way too much football and collects shirts. So yeah, just happy to see that Volendam is back in the top flight. Let's stay there. Alrighty.